Hello, everyone, and welcome to another movie review. I am so happy that you can join me today. And if you are new to this channel, welcome. Happy to have you here. Click the subscribe button below, click like, and click share. So, 2 weeks from today is Oscar night, and I am watching as many Oscar nominated films as I can find. And today I'm going to be doing a review for the Banshees of Inisherin, which has been nominated for an amazing 9 Oscars. The Banshees of Inisherin has been nominated in the following categories: Best Picture, Best Lead Actor Colin Farrell, Best Supporting Actor Brendan Gleeson, Best Supporting Actor Barry Keoghan, Best Supporting Actress Kerry Condon, Best Directing Martin McDonagh, Best Editing, Best Original Score, and Best Original Screenplay. So Martin McDonagh wrote and directed this film, and it's it's pretty much a simple story, and the plot is pretty straightforward. It centers around um, a man named Padraic. I'm not quite sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but Colin Farrell plays Padraic, who lives in a small town in a small island off the coast of Ireland. And his friend, Colin, played by Brendan Gleeson, decides out of the blue to stop being his friend. So it seems as though that they've been friends for a very long time, and Padraic wants to know why Colin stopped being his friend. Um, then Padraic lives with his sister, Siobhan. I think that's how he pronounces his sister's name, Siobhan, played by Kerry Condon. And when he tells her that Colin stopped being his friend, she also wants to know why, because it's driving her nuts that he stopped being his friend. And so Colin actually tells both Padraic and Siobhan, well, I don't want to be his friend anymore because he is dull and he's boring. And there's something that I want to pursue because I want to give my life meaning. And when I die, I want to leave some sort of legacy behind. And he feels that he cannot do that while being Padraic's friend. So there's this great scene where Siobhan confronts Colin, and when he explains it to her, she says, well, that's just mean. And so she says, well, he's always been dull. What has changed? And Colin replies, I have changed. So, you know, over the first half hour of the film, you realize that Colin, he stopped being Padraic's friend because um, he wants to pursue um, music composition. He got himself a violin, and he wants to compose a piece, and he names the piece "The Banshees of Inisherin." And there's a scene later on in the film, a very great scene, where I actually side with Colum on this. Um, you know, Padraic said, when you die, the fact that you were kind and nice will matter. And Colum said, no, it won't. People don't remember you for being nice. People remember poetry, people remember music, people remember paintings, but people don't remember you for being nice. And I totally agree with Colum. So I have to say that I got to give this movie 3 out of 5 stars. And I'm giving it 3 out of 5 stars. And the fact that I'm giving it, that many stars for a 9-time Academy Award nominated film. Um, I just don't think it's Oscar worthy. I mean, I'm looking at the categories it's nominated in, and I have to say that I'm a big fan of Colin Farrell, and I do enjoy his movies. Usually when I watch the trailer, if he's in it, I'll probably watch it because I'm such a fan of his. But it's not for me. It's not the acting, okay? Because the acting is strong, and my issue with this whole film is two things. Number one, the movie centers around Padraic, okay? And I just don't understand Padraic. I just don't. I just don't find him plausible as a lead character because me personally, I'm not the only one who feels this way, but if someone decides to stop being friends with you, I'm out. Okay? Um, I am going to respect their wishes. I am totally fine with that. If you don't want to be my friend, that's fine. God bless you. And some people are like that. Some people are like, you don't want to be my friends anymore? Fine. I'm done. But I don't understand Padraig because he keeps bugging Column all the time. Okay, so the movie is about 2 hours. So during this 2 hours, he keeps bothering him. And at some point, there's a scene where Column says, "Why don't you just leave me alone?" And I'm wondering the same thing. Okay. So I feel like if the movie has centered around Column, I probably would have given it a higher score. And I also would have seen um, the reason to give this movie Oscar nominations. But other than that, I just don't get it. Second reason, um, Column makes sense to me, but he is the friend and he is the supporting character in the film. But I understand Column. I really do. There comes a point where, you're just wondering to yourself, well, what does my life mean? What am I contributing to the world? When I die, what am I going to leave behind? I don't have a child. I didn't get married because it seems as though that Colum and Padraic are both two longtime bachelors. They never got married. They never had kids. Padraic lives on a farm with his animals, which actually are the only ones keeping him company. Because at some point, his sister decides to move out because she wants to, you know, go through a reinvention and she wants a different life. So she decides to move off the island and move someplace in Ireland for a new start. And then you have his friend Dominic, played by Barry Keoghan. He's also nominated. And Dominic is a younger friend of Padraic, and he has issues of his own as well. So, it's those two issues where I'm just like, okay, you know what? This really comes down to characterization for me. The character of Dominic, that just goes to show you that Padraic is kind and nice and he is a good person. And there comes a point where, Colum says, you know what, I really don't want to hurt your feelings, but you really need to leave me alone. And so Colum understands that Padraic is a nice fellow and and he's a good person. He's a good-hearted person, but he's just boring. And I get it. That's all for today, folks. But anyway, yeah, I will be doing another special Oscar prediction post, and I will be posting it on Saturday, March 11th, the day before the Oscar ceremony. And I will let you know my predictions as to who should win, who will win, who might not win, who I'm praying will win. all things Oscars on my on my March 11th post. So take care, everybody, and have fun at the movies.